What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some Parkitect, as it is Wednesday. And what I wanted to do today for you guys was do a little bit of work on the inside of the entrance here. Since in the last one we did the parking lot, we've already done the entrance and we've actually done a carousel as well. It's time to start putting all of these pieces together to make our actual Plaza Entry when we kind of come in there. And this ended up being a bit longer than what I wanted it to be as far as like lengthwise, or length of street wise. But in the end, I really think it kind of came out quite well. I'm basing this a little bit off of kind of the entrance of Great Adventure at Six Flags Great Adventure. And I found one of the buildings there and I just like, I really like this building and how this looks. I like this brick with this stucco and stuff. And I thought this looks really, really good. So I wanted to kind of do it on that. Now, of course, what you see me do right here is kind of putting these pieces together. And I probably would not be able to do this if it wasn't for Construction Anarchy, which lets me move the wall pieces and stuff everywhere I want to go with it. I'm also using some different assets, such as assets. Wow, I'm thinking of like city skylines right now. But I'm using some different mods in the game. And these are like Raviel's. I'm also using Shy Guy's set as well. And of course we used some of the roadwork stuff in the last episode, but that was the last episode and this is this episode. Most of these though is just regular walls being put together with Construction Anarchy, where I can kind of move them around there and put them where I want. I'm very much getting the hang of building with Construction Anarchy, I feel like. So like I said, I wanted to kind of put this together a little bit, a little bit of stucco, a little bit of brick to kind of give it this this hometown kind of feel. Not rustic or not anything like that, but just kind of a hometown kind of feel. You know what I mean? If you guys have ever been to Great Adventure in Six Flags Great Adventure, then you should maybe recognize this a little bit. I did have to make some discrepancies on my part because I couldn't do it exactly. I didn't have the right pieces out of the brick pieces to kind of do. It's kind of got like this stepped top on it, and they do have a stepped, like angled sloped piece, like a stepped brick slope, but it has a bunch of steps on it, and I needed only one with like 3 or something, and I didn't really see a good way of doing that, so I just kind of worked around the best I could here with what I had. Same thing with this angled piece right here. I just kind of going with my own thing. Just anything I can to kind of make this look kind of good. Pretty much. That's basically all I'm doing with it. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're just going to work on this side of the entry, and then in the next episode I'll work on the other side because I don't actually have an idea for the other side yet. So and I'm just kind of copying a lot of the things here as well. I was looking at the one at this entry building in Great Adventure, and it also kind of does something very similar to this, where it's got these brick pieces on both sides like that, and then this kind of angled stucco piece kind of in the middle, and that's the shop. So I'm probably going to have this all be, most likely probably be just one big shop or something like that right here, right up front. This would probably be our Emporium, where you can get like all of your different items and stuff, your t-shirts, your hats, your pins, everything that you would get when you go to a theme park, your plushies of whatever it is that you're buying plushies of. If this was a Six Flags park, you'd be buying like Bugs Bunny merchandise or something like that, maybe some plush Batman, I don't know. This right here was something I kind of wanted to go back over a little bit, but I never actually got a chance because I think I pressed it too far into the wall. But I was trying to get some windows there to kind of work for me, and I got the windows to look good. I couldn't get them painted the right way on the diagonal pieces. Everything else worked out quite well. And now to just kind of to finish everything off on this, I wanted to just kind of put some trim pieces up over top of this to really kind of capture that feel that I'm trying to get. And once I started putting the trim pieces on, I really felt like this started coming together. I'm still not 100% happy with the way that some of the pieces of the building look, particularly the brick pieces. I don't like the roofs on them, but I wasn't sure of any other way to kind of go about doing that. So I pretty much just did the best I could with what I had to work with. Luckily, they're right here. I was trying some different pieces here, and luckily they have these quarter diagonal tile pieces right here that I use. So without those, I probably would not have been able to make that look as good as I wanted it to. And then we also have this little gate right here as well, right over here in the corner, which will be kind of going back into the back sections of the park. I will most likely do that on the other side of the street as well. And just, you know, basically just doing some more trim here, just trim work. I put a lot of these pieces like all over this. Another thing, if you guys have ever watched me live stream or anything like that, when I start fooling with colors, which I start doing here in a minute, I start messing around with some of the colors of, like, what color is the walls going to be? What color is the trim going to be? What color is the awnings going to be? I can generally spend quite a bit of time messing around with colors. I didn't want to do that for this video though, so I just kind of, I did mess around with them a little bit. I think I changed them brown at one point. I changed them to a white, to a brown, to the cream color that you see here. And I did the same thing with the walls. I think I had the walls into a white. I think I had them into like an off-white, and then I also had them like some other weird colors as well. So, but in the end, once you guys see the final product here, you should be able to see kind of what I decided to go with. Now right here, this is where I had to make some decision on what I wanted to do with the roof and stuff, and this is where I was not happy with how it was looking at all. I don't feel like I like these sloped angled roofs on this. I don't know why, but I just don't think I like it, and I'm trying to figure out maybe something else that kind of works. I also put these pieces right here in the corners as well to kind of go over that, and I definitely don't think I like that at all, but it is what it is, and I don't know of a better way to fix it, so I guess it's going to stay that way for now. At least until I can figure out something better to do there. Alright, let's see. So now we're just going to put some beams kind of on the sides of these, kind of going up in each wall here. And at first I wasn't sure about those, but yeah, I mean, I typically will do this in Planet Coaster too. I will kind of notch everything off with beams to kind of do the corners and stuff. And here you can see this is where I'm messing around with the beams and changing the colors and stuff. The white, I ended up going with white in the end, but I did try some other stuff. I wasn't happy with it at all. And then right here in the center, we're going to do a fountain, very Kings Island-ish. And, you know, kind of fill that with some water here. I actually ended up messing up, so I had to, once I was looking at it, I was like, that seems too close to the entrance. Let's push that back a little bit. We're also going to put some trees over here in these corners too. And the trees helped a lot to really kind of bring this little section to life, I feel like. And yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more to say. I started messing with the windows. This is when I started doing like a brown. I was like, those bay windows in brown look really good. And then I started painting everything else brown, and I was like, wait, what did I do? Oh no, I've gone too far. So, and then I was like, okay, how about a cream color? No, I don't particularly care for that. I had to keep changing it back, and I was like, all right, well, the white works. And then we'll paint these awnings, this like weird kind of two different colors of blue. Not weird, but just two different colors of blue. And then I ended up with that right there with the black in the middle and the white walls. And then I was like, what about an off-white? Because the white seems kind of weird. So let's try an off-white. And I didn't care for that either. So I think I just ended up just going back with it. I think I may have left it almost this color, or very close to it. And then we're going to sink the ground in so we can put some water in. We're also going to paint the bottom of our little pond or fountain. We'll call it a fountain. We're going to paint the bottom of this fountain into a concrete color. And then we're going to put some brick around the edges. I don't think you guys see me put the brick in it. I do that after I got done doing the time lapse here. And now in comes their carousel for the final piece here. And once we get that in there, there you go. That is it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got right now in the full view mode non-time lapse, shall we? Alrighty guys, welcome back to the park, and we are out here in the parking lot taking a look right now because I really do like how well our parking lot came out for Parkitect. This is really good. And we are going to kind of jump in here. I still haven't fixed this right here. I need to paint that, but here we go. This is our Main Street entrance right here, or at least the left side anyway. So we will have a little path that goes back in here for employees only, and then we've got the entrance here into this area, which will be shops and such. And as you can see here, I think this came out pretty good. I still got a few more things of work to do around it, but I'm fairly happy with it. I don't really care for maybe the roof. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. What do you guys think? Do you think I could do a better roof than that? Or do you think we should keep this roof? Do you think we should maybe do something else with this? What do you guys think? I'm not 100% sure on it. We also have our little fountain here that I did as well. We've got some collision detection happening in there. So, but I think our little fountain came out kind of nice. I wanted it to be kind of centered with the carousel. And you know, now that we actually have the view here where we can kind of look in any angle and stuff, I can see that our pillars don't go all the way up. So we're going to have to fix that as well before the next episode too. And we'll do some fencing and some other things. But all in all, I'm really happy with where this is coming. We still do have to do the right hand side when you walk in. Not sure how or what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm still kind of looking for inspiration for that, but I'm generally happy with the left side here. It's not that long. It's not like a huge main street like like I'm trying to think, like Kings Island's International Street. It's nothing like that, but we do have the fountain in the middle, and we do have some little Emporium stuff on the side. So this is kind of, I typically will do something like this. I always try to break free of not doing something like this, but I always end up doing some kind of little Main Street thing here in just about any game that I play. Ever since Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 into Planet Coaster, and then now into Parkitect, I still always do kind of the same, very similar ideas. So, alrighty. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Parkitect. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little look into how I build, and let me know what you guys think of this so far. Always, make sure if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that. Click the bell as well. Comment down below, please. I want to hear your thoughts and stuff on this. And we still don't have a name for the park, so trying to figure out what we're going to do for that as well. So if you got any suggestions for that, I'd love to hear them. In the meantime, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thanks for watching this episode of Parkitect. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and click on the bell to stay on top of all my new videos and live streaming events here on YouTube. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the names you see on the right for their support through donations, Patreon, and through Twitch subs. If you would like to join their ranks and you are able, you can do so by clicking on any of those links in the video description down below. No worries though, if you don't like giving away money like that, you can still support the channel by purchasing games or anything through Greenman Gaming, through Humble Bundle, or through Amazon by clicking on my links and making your purchase. A little bit of that goes towards me to support the channel. If you still can't get enough of me, you can always check me out live on twitch.tv and stay up to date with me on Twitter as well. Now that's going to be it, but I can't say thank you enough for all your support here on the channel. Wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you later.